Hello, boys, girls, and teacuppers of the world. Welcome back to Teacup Castle. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Lou. Welcome to not France versus Sweden. We're not doing France versus Sweden. I was like, what? That's not the right teams. Give me a second. Welcome to England versus DR Congo. I clicked the wrong button. I had a panic there. What I've done is written up the right team and then clicked the wrong button. Well, that was nearly a panic, wasn't it? It is all going on in the world of football right now. It's absolutely all going on in the world of football right now, not just in the World Cup. Vitor Pereira sacked by Marinakis at Nottingham Forest. Vitor Pereira that had Wolves on track to be the worst ever Premier League team in the history of the Premier League. That was then rescued by Rob Edwards, who subsequently got sacked. And Vitor Pereira has now been sacked by Nottingham Forest and Marinakis, despite the fact that they worked together previously. And as far as I understand, they won silverware together when they worked together previously. But now that Marinakis has sold Elliot Anderson for £116 million, he's decided that's enough of Vitor Pereira and he sacked him, which is just... Oh, the man that is Marinakis, honestly, he is pure entertainment. He's like the second coming of Jose Mourinho, except he owns the club, which makes it like on steroids. But we are here to concentrate on the England-DR Congo match. There's just lots of things happening in the background. Most of it will likely be covered tomorrow, guys, on the 12 o'clock show, the lunchtime show. Sorry, I have to clean these because if I don't clean them, I won't be able to see any of the match. And then when I'm done that, I'm going to read some of your comments, but I'm blind as a bat without them. I can see, if I squint, I can see the names. I can see Shem, and I can see Guess, and Paige, and Rob. There's Daz, Damien, Lucky. Okay, so I can read. I just have to really squint. Squint hard. Right, let me see. I don't know if I've left them any better or worse. Okay, we shall see. Right, let me go to the top. Who was first? Lucky was first on this evening's show. And I've got Shem and Rob and Daz. Neil, hello to Neil and Bonkers. And yes, fair point from Bosners, from Bonkers. Glasner is going to be the replacement. So Glasner has left Crystal Palace because they didn't match his ambition. He's going to Nottingham Forest, and I don't think anybody can say that Marinakis lacks ambition. However, I think that's going to be a little explosive because Glasner always has lots to say and he says it loudly. Also, he was previously in a director of football role at a previous club he worked at before he came to the Premier League. So he's used to calling the shots and being in charge. That's not going to happen with Marinakis around because Marinakis is very much in charge of everything. So I think their ambitions probably match each other. Glasner wants a club and a team and an ownership that's going to match his ambitions, but their temperaments are going to match as well. And I'm not so sure that that's for the greater good. But we'll see. Well, I certainly think we're going to be entertained by the antics at Nottingham Forest next season. I just find the whole thing hilarious. The whole thing is absolutely hilarious. I do think, though, Glasner might struggle now to, or not Glasner, Pereira might struggle to get a job now because he really didn't have a good record and he got in at Forest because Marinakis already knew him from previous. So that's an interesting one. People are talking about the fact that Madueke's in the starting lineup. Marcus Rashford is in the starting lineup. I'm happy about one of those. To be fair, Madueke has been very good throughout the tournament for England. England have not been overall good, but of the England players, I would suggest Madueke's top 2, top 3. He's been very good for England. Also, yes, Menu, not a single minute. Not a single minute. Tuchel has some sort of a problem with Menu, clearly. Why did you ask him and then not play him? Shem is saying hello to me and to all of the teacuppers. Daz reckons it's going to be 3-0 and it's coming home. Oh, Daz. Oh, Daz. Paige reckons England 2-0. She has not added it's coming home. Guess is saying, come on, Congo. Well, we do have Wan-Bissaka and Chwanzebe are playing for Congo. So Rashford, although he's still contracted to United, hasn't been playing with United. And then Wan-Bissaka, who's left, and Chwanzebe, formerly off United. So that's a bit interesting. Menu can't get on the pitch, bless him. Let me see. Right, I think I've got everybody. And Flossie's here. Flossie's made it. Oh, the timer, lads, the timer. Hold on. I nearly forgot the timer. I remember just in time. I was talking to all the teacups, forgot the timer, but I have remembered just in time. I do like the colour of the DR Congo kit. It's lovely and bright without being like it's going to burn your eyeballs out. The red and blue is a lovely combo. Neil says it's not coming home. And Damien has announced the kickoff for anybody who was not paying attention to me. This feels like a faster start than any other game I've seen England play already. We're less than a minute in. It's already the fastest I've seen England start a match. Guess likes the blue colour. It's nice and it's different than City Blue. City Blue is much lighter. This is a little bit darker. It's the blue and the red combo is nice though. Although I have to say, as much as I never want England to win, their jersey's quite nice. The white with the navy trim and the red with the trim around the writing, it's real neat. I have to say, this is probably the nicest England jersey you guys have had in a long time. The England kit is lovely. Obviously, you couldn't pay me like all the money in the world to wear one, but it is nice. If we're just looking objectively at presentation, it is quite a nice jersey. It's really neat and clean and tidy. I like the way it's done, and I do like you've outlined your writing so I can see it. How many times have we been watching a match and I'm like, what number does that say? Because I can't see the numbers. The England one, you've outlined the numbers so I can read them. So, gold star for you guys. I tell you what, we're end to end already. Marcus Rashford versus Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's going to be a matchup. That is going to be a matchup. Rob reckons this is going to be tough. I reckon it's going to be tough in a good way. I think it's going to be tough in a good way. I think you need something tough because I think you guys have got through matches by the skin of your teeth, actually. If somebody like plays you up and at him, it actually might make for a better match. Yes, Damien. Do you know what it is? Most of you probably at this point know that I used to work in HR and recruitment and stuff. But before that, I worked as a visual merchandiser with clothing. And obviously, as some of you know, I ran my own clothing shop. So when it comes to like how the clothing looks, the jerseys, the appearance of them, I can be very objective about that because it's nothing to do with the country or the team. It's just about the clothes. And I have to say, the England jersey is nice. It is well done. I like the blue and the red combo for DR Congo, but I don't like the white waves. Unnecessary. But fast start from both teams here. England attack, DR Congo attack. England attack, DR Congo attack. I like it. It's already better than a lot of our recent matches, guys. Maybe it's because of the time. We're more awake. Maybe they're more awake. That was a loose pass there, though. England on the attack. Madueke is flying down that right wing. But he didn't cross it. He sent it back to Elliot Anderson. Oh, O'Reilly. I was like, who's that? Declan Rice out to Rashford. Ball into nobody. That was poor from Rashford. Poor ball in from Rashford. That's not going to help you get sold, is it? Look, he's already slipping back to the Man United mentality. He was on fire. Then the stories come out. Maybe we'll keep him. And already he's misplacing passes. We I don't have words. I do not have the words. It is. Damien says it's a good flow so far. It is. It's fast. I like it. Do you know what? It feels like a knockout game. It feels like there's urgency from both teams. It feels like both of the teams are very aware they're in a knockout match and would like to win without having to go to penalties. Bonker says, I don't know why Rice didn't shoot, but like instead of passing it to Rashford. Why pass it to Rashford? Why not just shoot? I do think that's going to be one to watch, that Rashford versus Wan-Bissaka. Like, because we have to remember, they played together at United. Wan-Bissaka knows how Rashford plays. That is always an advantage when you're a defender if you know the attacker well. So that is going to be interesting because Rashford has been playing well, but Wan-Bissaka knows him. Knows him. Guess is reading DR Congo as Dr. Congo, and she likes it. I have to be fair, the way it's written, it reads as Dr. Congo. Because obviously it's all caps, it reads as Dr. Congo. It does make me laugh a little. Because we had Dr. Spurs in here before. I think maybe Dr. Spurs might need a doctor after all these transfers they're doing. I mean, speaking of DR Congo, they are trying to build up here. I mean, it's certainly not all England. I go to read a chat, I look back, and Congo have the ball again. Goal! It's a goal! It's a goal for DR Congo, guys. DR Congo has scored! And what a goal it was! That was absolutely dreadful from England. There was nobody there. There was no defenders. Where were all of your defenders? Jed Spence was the only defender that I could see, and he was trying to defend the entirety of the back line by himself. No other England defender was present. And what a goal too. It was Chipenga. It was the striker. What a ball forward that was from the right back. Spence. See, Spence is marking 14. And so then Chipenga's out there by himself. Spence is trying to mark two people at the same time. And by the time he realises it's the other one he needs to be with, he just can't get to it. But that was a sensational ball forward. Absolutely incredible ball forward. Who is the right back? Let us see. Look at that for a celebration. I could have break my neck just looking at him. Wow. I'm actually blown away by that. I'm genuinely blown away by that. And I'll tell you what, their keeper is after launching himself to catch the ball there. He's definitely hurt himself, and his defender. Their keeper has come out to collect the ball, but he's gone over the top of his own player, and now they're both on the ground. The keeper's definitely injured himself. That motion's never good. I mean, well done, the keeper. He does his job, eyes on the ball the whole time, comes out, collects it. But I could see that both of them could be injured there. I mean, the defender has eyes on Kane and the keeper has eyes on the ball. But hopefully they're not too injured. That was some collection. Right, hold on till I get myself together. I need to get in here. Mbemba was the guy who sent the ball forward. Their captain. Mbemba sent it forward. And Chipenga, I don't know if it's Sipenga or Chipenga. I don't know how you pronounce the C in DR Congo. So I hope I'm not saying his name just brutally for the whole match now. Especially he's after scoring an unbelievable goal, and I'm probably saying his name wrong. I just don't know how you pronounce the C. Maybe it's Sipenga. I'm not sure. Jazz blames Spence. I mean, yes, Spence. It was Spence's player, Spence's area, and Spence doesn't get the block in. The thing is, Spence is not in his area and didn't get the block in because he was marking the other player because there was nobody marking the other player. Why was Spence trying to defend two players at the same time by himself? Would be my question. Yes, Spence bad. But who else was supposed to be there? Because Spence was by himself against two players. Why did that happen? Neil says that Pickford should have saved it. I don't think he could have saved. Although Damien's agreeing with Neil, he's saying Pickford beaten at the near post. Hassad, hello, Hassad has joined us. You did, Rob. I did see you say this. Was it in the Discord you said that? I did see earlier, Rob did say he had a sense of foreboding about this ages before the match started. He did. I saw it. So that is true. I'll tell you what, though. If England are going to win this, they're actually going to have to earn it this time. You guys have scraped through multiple times, questionably, with poor performances. If you're going to win today, you're going to have to bloody earn it. And you know what? I don't think that's any harm. Damien is saying it's a good goal. It was so open on the left. Bonker said England were all over the place. Sorry, guys, I didn't get to your comments right after the goal because I was just absolutely shook by what happened. Shem said, oh my God. Guess says, come on. And Flossie has a few more choice words. Flossie says, for flip's sake. Although she might have had a few different F words in there. Wow. Paige says, England could be joining Holland and Germany. I'm actually just like, I'm blown away by DR Congo because most people did just sort of read this as a formality that England would go through. If England go out in the round of 32 to DR Congo, lads, you're 1-0 down. That doesn't even, it's not as if you're drawing, but DR Congo are sort of playing better. And I'm like, oh, you know, no, DR Congo are 1-0 up. What happens? Genuinely, right? Southgate got mullered every time there was an international competition. What now happens if you go out in the round of 32 to DR Congo after the manager has made some questionable decisions? What are we thinking? I mean, there's a long way to go. There's 90 minutes more left in the game, but it's possible, which I did not think I was going to be saying. Shame on me, because I just counted DR Congo out. I thought England have been poor, but surely they'll beat them. Shame on me. Really good by Madueke. It's out with Rashford. Good by Rashford for Rice. Defended well. It's going to be a corner to England. Guess us in, it's not even been 15 minutes yet. England are still in the game. I've got all excited. Sorry. I'm very sorry. I know a lot of you in the chat are English and are probably not enjoying my commentary on this watch along. I'm very sorry. I'm trying not to sound overly ecstatic about it. I just can't believe it. The thing is, if this was yesterday and France had ended up losing, I'd have the same. I would be the same. If DR Congo was beating Brazil, I would be the same. It's not just because it's England, it's the chaos. Think of the chaos. I actually thrive off it. I think I have a problem. I have a problem. How much chaos? That's how good I feel. I mean, that was poor there. That was poor by O'Reilly, and he had to be dug out. And to be fair, it was Spence that dug him out. That was poor from O'Reilly. Lost the ball cheaply. O'Reilly had to help him. England are struggling, guys. Bellingham, oh my God, I forgot he was on the pitch. Bellingham has actually kicked the ball. I forgot he was in the lineup. I haven't seen him yet. That's the first time I've seen him in this match. I genuinely forgot he was on the pitch. All Boxed Up says, brilliant, the game needs to be entertaining, was the only way for that possibility by DR Congo scoring. That's true. DR Congo had to go first. If they didn't, sure, the match was over. Do you know what I mean? So this is best for entertainment value. And Damien says, if DR Congo gets the second, there would be absolute scenes. Madueke tried to get the cross in there. I'll tell you what, Madueke has looked to be our most dangerous player so far. Paige says, Germany would be stupid enough to appoint him. We need to get Klopp in first. Rob's having a giggle. I don't know if he's just trying to mask the pain or if he's laughing at me. I can't tell. Hassan said, Tuchel messed up by playing Rice and Anderson together again. Predictable and lazy. All Boxed Up says, I was hoping Wissa would have a good game. He's had a good World Cup. He wasn't very good for it. Great ball by Rashford. Really good ball by Rashford. To be fair to Bellingham, he was there, but the keeper was there quicker. Their keeper, this Mpassi, he's on it. He's like a rocket. His player, your player, he doesn't care. If you get between him and the ball, he is taking you the hell out. Strong, solid punch away. He's feeling confident, isn't he? It was a very, very good ball by Rashford, though. And to be fair, Bellingham was in the right place. The keeper just beat him to it. Let me see. Would I have started Saka instead of who? No. Saka was shite the last game I seen him in. Madueke's had a great World Cup so far. And actually, Rashford is better than Saka from what we've seen. So I don't know who you mean instead of, but in both cases, absolutely not. I'm sorry. He was brutal when we saw him. He had a cameo and he was shocking. Madueke has been one of England's best players throughout this tournament. So regardless of how he plays for his club, if he's playing well for his country, you don't drop him. Yes, All Boxed Up. We covered that very briefly at the start of the show before the match kicked off. I will be doing more on it tomorrow for lunchtime. But, yeah, we talked about it briefly at the start of the show. Neil says Anderson is shit. Instead of Bellingham. Would I have started Saka instead of Bellingham? No. They don't play the same position, do they? Maybe I'm being stupid now. Doesn't Saka play on the wing? Yeah, I don't know what England are doing here at the back, by the way. Flossie would like to know what the hell England are doing. I don't think they know what they're doing right now. They're struggling here. Jesus, they're struggling. They can't get this ball away, like. Right, they're trying to counter, except for they've kicked the ball to Wan-Bissaka, and then absolutely cleaned out the DR Congo player, conceded a foul, a free kick, and I'm waiting to see Andy yellow. Bellingham yellow. England are losing the plot. England are absolutely, 18 minutes into the game, England are crumbling. What are they doing? Excellent question by Flossie. I believe the answer is they're losing their goddamn minds. I mean, he has cleaned him out. There was just never not going to be a yellow. What is happening? Guys, are we in an alternate universe? What is genuinely happening in this match? I mean, that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty on Wissa. But the way your match is going, maybe don't risk it. Maybe just don't risk it. Wissa doing his best, Phil Jones trying to get his head to the ball on the ground. I'm loving this. This is spectacular, guys. Do you know what? I wasn't sure about this match because, as we know, I've not had a good track record when it's come to England matches. But I have to say, this has been incredible. I think this might be my favourite match of the tournament, you know. It's just on fire. I hope they can keep this up for 90 minutes because if this gets into a lull, I'm going to be devastated. This is better than both of yesterday's matches stuck together. Huge said, I don't understand Jed Spence being there. He's useless. That was Wissa, guess. That was Wissa. Moonshine is encouraging everybody to do the Congo. And Rob, oh God, Rob. That's a new low. That is a new low. Right. Marcus Rashford has won a foul. Marcus Rashford has won a foul by throwing himself on the ground in front of Wan-Bissaka. England are losing the plot here. This is excellent. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. I do appreciate it. I do. Do you know when you're watching your team and they're losing and so the person on the screen is happy? I'm really sorry. I'm genuinely sorry about it, but I can't change it. I'm really enjoying this. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. All Boxed Up says, the World Cup has been an eye-opener this time round in so many ways. Big up the Africans. I tell you what, never mind scouting in South America. They're on the way down. Get over there to Africa. Get into Morocco and DR Congo and start scouting the gaff up. If you get in first, you might get the best offices. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, guys. I'm really trying. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. There's so much happening. Oh dear. Why the hell is Bellingham playing at 10? Why? He's better number 8 against a team like DR Congo. That is because £116 million Elliot Anderson is playing in the 8 and he's undroppable. Hydration break, Rob. It's okay. You can come out from behind the sofa, Rob. It's the hydration break. But yeah, Bellingham essentially is playing in 10 because Anderson's on the pitch. You have Rice, Anderson, and Bellingham. I would take at least one of those off for Manu. Right. Let me see. Could that have been a red, says Daz? No. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm really, really trying. I'm really enjoying this. Genuinely though, right? Forget it's England that's playing. DR Congo taking a big scalp, one of the potential favourites to win the competition in the round of 32, having scored first in the match and probably being the better team. If this was France, if this was Germany, if this was Spain or Portugal or Brazil, you would all be loving it, right? I'm enjoying it exactly the same as if it was any of those teams. Bonkers got his tea. Right. Promise me you didn't drop the cup though. Like our Josh yesterday, bless him, made a cup of tea and then dropped it. He had to go for round two. So whatever you do, don't drop it. Keep the tea. Guard the tea safely. Mavis said, this is shocking. Come on, Wissa, score, and then Howe can go to England. Well, I mean, if Howe goes to England, Newcastle might get a manager and all your players might not want to leave anymore. So maybe Newcastle fans should be cheering DR Congo on with me and Guess. Oh dear. I'm actually shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. Now, this, I have to be fair, this is my first time watching DR Congo in the tournament, like on a watch along. This is my first watch along with DR Congo. Twanzebe is a really good player. I never wanted him to leave Man United. I really, really like him. He is solid at centre back. We already know Wan-Bissaka is a really good defender. And another one, I would have kept Wan-Bissaka over Dallo. I don't think either of them were it, but I thought he was better than Dallo. And I think he's a secret weapon against Rashford because he knows him. And DR Congo have essentially no fear, none at all for this England team. No fear. Ball forward to Madueke. Defended. Just defended. Hassan has said, can I just say, and my commentary has raised this point, I haven't thought of it on my own, but I do just want to say, just a little note, Jed Spence is playing at right back. He's a left back. Isn't that right? Or am I wrong? Jed Spence is a left back. When he plays for Spurs, he plays at left back. He's currently playing at right back. He is out of position. That was probably a foul of Madueke, you know. He does get whacked in the face in the box. No? Maybe it's just the slow-mo makes it look bad. He's a right back but can play left back. So is right back his primary position? Fairs. I take it back then. He's just been bad. I always thought he was a left back. How have I got that in my head? I don't even know where I've got that in my head from. I've just made it up entirely. That's why I asked. I wasn't 100% sure. I really didn't know. I genuinely thought he was a left back. No? Well, then fair enough. It is a yellow, by the way, for Siddiqui for a foul on Jed Spence. Yeah, clear yellow. Clear yellow. Hassan said he looks better at left back. Maybe that's it then. Maybe that's it. I thought that was going to go in for a minute, that free kick. Hello to Harold. Harold has joined us. Rob says Tuchel's the right muppet. Oh dear. And hello to United Mandem, who says we're all over the place. The goal conceded shocked these guys. Hopefully we grow into the game. Well, you're gonna have to, aren't you? Right. England have got possession. Do you know what, though? The more I watch England, the happier I am we did not pay £116 million for Elliot Anderson. Genuinely, I am. Jed Spence, but he sent it back. Bellingham is getting in, I have to say, do you remember the first period I just forgot Bellingham was on the pitch and then he appeared? What I will say is he's now consistently getting into the right places, but the keeper for DR Congo is absolutely on it. That was another brilliant save from a good header, and you could hear the power in it. Bellingham is getting to the right places. He's getting the shots off, good shots off. The keeper's just brilliant. Yeah, Guess and Damien saying a good save for that. Right, it's out with Rashford, who's had to cut back. Nico O'Reilly, Elliot Anderson. He's going to send it back to Rashford, and if I know that, they know that. Back to Anderson. Rice. Rashford, Anderson, who's launched it forward to... too much on it for Rashford. Too much on it. Nice idea, too much on it. Harold says, no worries for England, the gap in quality is too big. So far, Harold, I would beg to differ. Overall, yeah, fair. So far in this match, which is the only one that counts right now, I beg to differ. I think DR Congo have been far the better team. Oh, Harry Kane's on the ground. He's lasted a half an hour before he fell over. Harry Kane should start getting yellow carded for simulation. Every time I look at him, he's simulating. Every time. He just threw himself on the ground there, like. It's out on the right. Number 7 going against Nico O'Reilly. No, he's going against... Oh, it's overlap. It's with Wan-Bissaka. Right, so now DR Congo are doing triangles. Yes. Now they've sent it out left. Now the goal scorer against Jed Spence, he's got round him, he's cut it in, headed away by Guehi. Kane's come back to defend. I mean, he's got round Spence again as number 9. Chipenga. Right, he's gone back the way. He tried to shoot. Too much. Yeah. He is the man. He tried to get it to Wissa, but Wissa was too slow. Guehi got to it first. Harry Kane ran into Mbemba, who did nothing and then fell on the ground. He's actually embarrassing. He needs to just stop. Spence is too weak, says Flossie. This guy over here, I don't know if it's Sipenga or Chipenga, on fire. And there's a lot of clubs looking for left wingers. And you know what? I don't care. Shop in the World Cup if you want. You might as well. Everybody else is mad money, so shop at the World Cup. Right. England are trying to build here again. Yeah. This. Huge says Spence and Madueke are killing England. Madueke crossing. And then it fell to Anderson, who headed it back to DR Congo. Nico O'Reilly's not having a good tournament, you know. They're showing me Nico O'Reilly. He's not having a good tournament. He has struggled in multiple matches as Nico O'Reilly. It's just sort of turning over backwards and forwards here. So I'm just waiting to see the next attack. I'm waiting for the next attack. There's with 34 minutes of just attack. We're spoiled rotten. Jordan Pickford. It's with Rashford. Very good ball forward from Rashford. Kane's got it. Well defended. Well defended. It's fallen out to Madueke. Madueke's got round his man. He's run it into the box, Madueke. He sent it to Kane. Rashford. Oh my God, Aaron Wan-Bissaka blocks it on the line. Oh my God. Wan-Bissaka versus Rashford, and Wan-Bissaka is winning. Well done, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I knew we should have kept him instead of keeping Dalot. There's videos of me on TikTok, like 4 years ago, I would say, saying we should have sold Dalot. We should have kept Bissaka over Dalot. Madueke blocked. Hassan not impressed by Nico O'Reilly or Jed Spence. Tuanzebe and Aaron Wan-Bissaka showing their mettle. Huge says Tuchel is showing his squad selections are a problem. Spence and Madueke not taking Hall or Maguire is really showing. I agree, Huge. See, not taking Maguire, it's proven to be a real stupid decision, hasn't it? Because I'll tell you what, not only is he a very good defender, but he's an aerial threat in the opposition box. What a block by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Unbelievable. Damien says, DR Congo are not sitting on the 1-0. They know the second goal would be an absolute morale killer. Yes, they do, Damien. And I love that. Because that's what we said. Was it Norway? Went 1-0 up and then just sat back and then conceded the equaliser. I'm sure it was Norway. One of the recent watch-alongs. But DR Congo, they're not sitting on their laurels. They're still trying to go forward. Guest says, if Congo can make it to halftime and collect themselves, they can win this. Harold says, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, my favourite player. I love that guy. Completely agree on your take with Diogo Dalot. Thanks. Thank you all, Vox Stuff. I'm doing my best. I don't want to forget the chat. But this is a fast game, so I do want to make sure I'm covering what I actually need. Huge. Right, Rashford. Is that foul being given? Never. Right, England have got... Rashford has won England a free kick. Not against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Somebody else was there. Let me see it again. Oh, he does pull his arm. I didn't see that. He does pull his arm. It is a free kick. Fair. Number 6 gave it away. So it's going to be a free kick from the left from Rice. Yes, Harold. I do like Tuanzebe. And I definitely rated Aaron Wan-Bissaka higher than Dalot. I don't know what we were thinking. We weren't thinking. That's the problem. But yeah, I can speak fast. I can speak fast, all Vox Stuff. Right, it's coming in from Rice. Oh my God, that was dreadful. He's just kicked it at the front DR Congo player. He's literally just kicked it at the front player. Like, he didn't clear anybody. Very, very poor free kick from Declan Rice. I actually don't think Declan Rice is having a good match. Do you know that? I think Declan Rice is not having a good match. Madueke tries to get it in, but it's blocked, and then he's lost it. Yeah, Damien says poor from Rice. It was poor from Rice. I love this from Huge. England look like they need a doctor. Well, they've got one. His name is Congo. Right, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's laid it off to his number 7. Cross headed away. I believe that was Konsa headed it away. But it's back with DR Congo, back with the number 7. Rashford's back defending, helping Nico O'Reilly, who has sent it out. It's going to be a corner. Corner DR Congo. Corner DR Congo. Harry Kane, honestly, Harry Kane, just shut up, you absolute embarrassment. Harry Kane is flying about the place. He spent more of these matches arguing with referees than he has playing. Rolling around the ground, argue with the referee more than he's playing. Corner from DR Congo, not fantastic. Not fantastic, headed away. But I have to say, see if Harry Kane spent more time playing and less time worrying about what the referees are doing and rolling around the ground, he might actually be a bit more effective. Honestly, he's just a passenger at this point, because all he's doing is walking around complaining over and over again. I'd reef him off. He'd be straight off, because all he does is moan and complain. And I'd take Rice off as well. And Nico O'Reilly, he's been brutal. And Jed Spence. I probably would change most of your starting lineup. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this lineup. And to be fair to Bellingham, he's won the ball back. He's been fouled, but he's won it back. Considering I didn't see Bellingham for the first 10 minutes, once he started playing, he's actually been all right. Rashford is struggling against Wan-Bissaka. I think you guys have certainly had your say on Madueke and Spence. I mean, who is playing well for England right now? If you had to pick a player for England that's playing well, who is it? Guehi? Like, Harold says, I don't understand Rice. Set piece for Arsenal, world class. For England, can't beat the first man or overshoot. I've asked who's been good for England. This is Rob's response. Wan-Bissaka! Wissa off the post. What is he doing? Why hasn't he scored? Oh my God, Wissa. Wissa absolutely should have scored that. That was brilliant from Wan-Bissaka. I mean, it falls exactly where you would want it to fall for a striker. I mean, that's exactly where you would want it to be. And he just hits the post. And Pickford's nowhere near. Pickford's jumped away over there. Pickford said, look, kick it in the goal. And he's hit the post. Yeah. How has he missed that? Hugh just said England are finished. He says Kane has dived. He says Kane has dived, no penalty. I need to see it again. Referee has said no penalty. He said Kane dived. I need to see it again. The problem is Harry Kane has spent the whole match diving. So now he's like the boy that cried wolf. I need to see it. He has dived. He has dived. Harry Kane has dived. That's definite simulation. He spent the entire match, and not just this one, simulating. Now, VAR is looking at it. This might be overturned. I think the referees made the right decision. But VAR is checking. VAR is checking, so we'll see. Huge says it's not a dive. I think it was. As does VAR, as does the referee. Harold says it's a dive. Who didn't want Wan-Bissaka playing for England? What are you talking about, you lunatic? Hello. Guess says desperate. Flossie says shameful. Damien says shame. Diving Harry. He should be getting a yellow for that. Because no harm, if it was a penalty, you're getting a goal. It should be a yellow. That's multiple times he's simulated. Multiple times. And not just in this match. But yes, hello. You came in at quite the moment. Declan Rice is on the left wing for some reason. But there's Rashford. He's just been surrounded and cleared. Cleared by DR Congo. Kane tried to buy a penalty. He did. He should have... If it's not a penalty, which is what they've all decided, it should have been a yellow for Kane. He has been simulating. All game, all the last game, all the game before that. I've watched every England match in this tournament. He's simulated in every one of them. All of them. It's actually embarrassing. He's too good for that nonsense. Far too good. That's why it's annoying. He's too good. He's too good of a player to be at that. See if he actually just played. He would be so much more impactful if he just played. See, I never noticed it, Flossie. I genuinely never noticed it. So it's not, I didn't come into the tournament with this preconceived notion of Kane's a diver. I've never noticed it before, which is why I'm so up in arms about it, because I'm like, what is this? But you're not the first person. A few people have said to me that he's always done that. I just never noticed it before. It's infuriating. It's really infuriating. Because he's costing you. If he had just stayed on his feet, if he had jumped over the keeper instead of diving and stayed on his feet, could he have scored? Do you know what I mean? It's poor. It's really poor. And he's too good. He shouldn't be doing it. He's too good for doing that. Alan Shearer said it was a penalty. Well, now I feel even more sure that it wasn't. Now, look, keeper's got it. Keeper's got it for DR Congo. 6 minutes. 6 minutes of extra time, Damien's told us. I didn't see it. Unbelievable. The keeper's on fire. The keeper is absolutely impassy. He's on fire for DR Congo. And I have to say, to be fair, if it wasn't for him, I do think the score would be very different. He has definitely kept DR Congo in it. Like, even if you only take the 2 Bellingham chances, plus that one there now, England could have scored 3 or 4 goals. The keeper is doing wonders for DR Congo. I have to say that now. Just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Guess needs to pee. Don't go now. You're going to miss a goal. But the defence are brilliant as well. Stu says, someone in another live chat has been calling Kane out for ages. I didn't see it until the World Cup either. German football has ruined him. I never noticed it before. And in the World Cup, he's been the worst. The worst. He's been terrible for it. Really, really, really bad. And constantly in the referee's ear. And to be clear, Volpez knows I have criticised Bruno Fernandes for that. I'm not picking on Harry Kane or England. I've criticised Bruno for that at United. It irritates me. I don't like it in a player when you're just pecking. It annoys me. Play your game. So it's something I've never liked in a player. I just never saw it in Kane before. And now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. According to Bild, Nagelsmann is going to be sacked. There's a whole lot of international managers losing their jobs. A whole lot of them. Oh my God, RTE players on the blink, lads. The RTE players on the blink, it's just froze. It's gone like a black screen on me. I can't see anything. Johnny says, if England lose this, surely Tuchel gets the sack. He would have to. If he goes out in the round of 32 to DR Congo, he absolutely can't keep that job. Like, he just can't. They'll have to get rid of him. Stu says Klopp is getting the job because he's English, nobody says anything. I do think he gets away with a lot more than he would if he wasn't English. Lads, Everton has stopped. Even my backup's not working. That's not bloody good. That's not good at all, right? I have a second backup. Let's try that. RT, if anything happens, guys, between now and half time, you will actually have to tell me because my whole RTE player it's literally just gone black. All right, let's see. Go on. Right, okay, I've got sound. I've got sound, at least that. Thank God we got most of the way into the match before that happened because I'd have cracked. Okay, we're back. We're back. I'm back. I've got it. What is wrong with RTE? It's the best game we've had and they're killing me here. And I'm back for a rice corner. Thank you, Guess. Thank you. I'm back for a rice corner. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Big save. Another absolutely massive save from the DR Congo keeper. Another massive save. The man's on fire. What a game he is having. Absolutely incredible. I mean, it was a shot from Harry Kane, so it was a reason Harry Kane does get his foot to it, sticks his foot through it, but another massive save. Massive save. They need to build a statue to their keeper. That was so impressive. We're at half time, lads. We are at half time, right? Let me do the timer. Otherwise, I'm just going to forget. Right. Let's see. Okay. Now it's bloody working. Bloody working now, RTE. Half-time muppets. Right, let's see. Let me see. Flossie says, the keeper is keeping them in this game. England could be 3 or 4 up. Genuinely, you could. I have to say that, right? The first period, it was very, very even, and I would have said DR Congo had the edge in overall play. Then obviously the goal came. Good goal, poor defending, and according to you guys, also poor from Pickford. And then DR Congo stayed a little bit longer. They stayed up, they stayed attacking, they didn't just sit on it. And then as the half went on, it was just like the last, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? It was all England, and their keeper has been sent sit. Now, to be fair, Wan-Bissaka also blocked one off the line, and Tuanzebe. So their keeper's been incredible, absolute man of the match. But Tuanzebe and Wan-Bissaka have also been very good. And Mbemba, like, they've just, their keeper and their defence have been literally impenetrable because you haven't penetrated. So they have been impenetrable in the fullest sense of the word. They've been so impressive. Damien with the question, but will Tuchel actually make any changes? I know a lot of ye would probably swap Jed Spence and Madueke. I would probably swap Rice. I don't think he's been very good. I don't think Rashford's been stellar. I do think that might be because Wan-Bissaka has his number. But it does. I'm glad I said that on the lunchtime show. I was wrong about Marcus Rashford. Do you see what I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. I was absolutely wrong. He just can't come back to Man United. We need to sell him. We've absolutely got to sell him. He's not been great. That's the thing though. Who wouldn't you sub off? Who has been good? Probably Bellingham's been okay, actually. To be fair, if I had to pick someone from England who's been okay, I would say maybe Bellingham. Anderson's been missing. Anderson hasn't been in the game at all. Rice has been in the game, but quite poor. Rashford's not been great. Madueke hasn't been great, but I don't think he's as bad as some of you guys have been saying. I don't think he's been great, but he's not been terrible. Jed Spence has been terrible. Guehi and Konsa, I mean, they keep getting through. So, also not great. Nico O'Reilly, I've not been impressed with Nico O'Reilly throughout the tournament. I've not been impressed. Give me just a sec, guys. I want to hear what my commentators... Right, so Didi agrees with the referee about the penalty. I just wanted to hear. Didi agrees with the referee over the penalty. And, oh my God, RTE can't even run a half-time show. RTE, I can't even see, not only are they crashing during the match, they're crashing during the half-time. They're a disaster. Right, okay, I've got them. Right. My whole panel, I wanted to hear what they were saying. My whole panel have said, and they're all ex-football, all of them have said, not a penalty. And that includes Shay Given. What they're saying is in the Premier League, it probably would have been given, but they would disagree with it. They think the referees made the right call. So, I was just curious to see would they say something different, but they didn't. Right, now let me read the chat. Lucky has a lot of suggestions. Huge saying Madueke is the type to look good but get nothing done. I hate that type of player the most. Huge, we're disagreeing a lot actually on England at the minute. We're disagreeing a lot. Not necessarily in this match, but I think Noni Madueke has been your most dangerous player throughout this tournament, your most consistently dangerous player throughout this tournament. He's been putting in brilliant crosses, really good crosses. I think he's been very good. In this match today, he's been less good. He's struggled much more in this match, as has your entire team. So I just think we're on different pages. But to be fair, there's probably a lot of people that agree with you. I'm not judging like anything him as an overall player, like league, everything. I'm judging him purely on what I've seen in the 4 matches so far in this tournament. I think he's been very good. Today he's struggling, but so is everybody. Josh is with us. Hello to Josh. Welcome back. Right, let me work my way up. Lucky says Noni off for Ollie Watkins. Rashford's doing his best. Kane in the middle and make a defensive change. Get somebody new in the defence. All Boxed Up says, regards changes from an England point of view, I would say change. Regards change from an England point of view, I would say change a good DR Congo team into a crap one. I was like, I don't understand. So the only chance England have is if they could make the DR Congo team worse. Right. That took me much longer than it should have to read a straightforward sentence. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hello to Buddy. Buddy says, if that's in the Prem, it's a stone wall penalty. That's what they've said. That is what they've said. They've said in the Prem, that's given, but they disagree with that and they think it was right for it not to be given. They think the Prem are doing it wrong. Which, to be fair, most of us would argue that. Most of us would argue the Prem have been doing it wrong. Huge, I'm not going to argue opinion. I'm fully entitled to my opinion. You're fully entitled to yours. If yours is different, that's absolutely fine. But I'm not going to get into a back and forth and justify my opinion. I'm absolutely, perfectly, 100% entitled to my opinion, whether it's different to yours or not. So I'm not going to get into an argument. I've give my opinion. You've give yours. That's it. I'm not going to keep arguing with you, though. Right. Has everyone hit the like button? That's a good question from Guess. Good question. Bonker says Kane trips on his own feet before the goalie makes contact. He did indeed, because he was anticipating the contact and tripped himself up. Andrew says Noni and Jude have been England's best players. Damien says not a penalty, 100%. It was so obvious from the replay. Yeah. Andrew says it was a dive. Kane has done it for years. Buddy says Anderson has been awful. Rashford, Madueke, Spence should be subbed. Guess once tea. Rob would swap them all. I mean, honestly, at this point, you probably should. I'm struggling to find anybody who's having a good match. I'm really struggling to find anybody who's having a good match. And that's what I mean. Everybody's been bad across the board. And to be fair, DR Congo have been very good. I was watching the replay there. While England have been bad, DR Congo have been very good. So I do think you have to bring that in. Like, you have to give credit to the team that are playing well, not just hammer the team that are playing badly. Because while they're playing badly, DR Congo are sticking it to them. I mean, their goalkeeper has been a big part of that. They started the game well. They were going toe-to-toe. And then, yes, probably their keeper come into his own. And their defence. Their defence has been good. Hassan says, if Tuchel has any sense of self-preservation, he'll sub Anderson off or Rice off, put Jude in the 8, put Kane in the 10, because he drops deep anyway, and put Ivan Toney up front as the 9. So Anderson or Rice off, move Jude back, put Kane in the 10, and then put Ivan Toney in front of him. Interesting. I mean, the point he's at, it won't do him any harm to try something different. Do you know what I mean? What he's doing isn't working. So it won't do him any harm to try something a little bit out there, because what he's doing isn't working. Bonkers is also saying, get Toney and Watkins on the pitch. They need to attack in the second half. We've got to save this. So there's a lot of people asking for Toney and or Watkins from an England point of view. Huge says, other than Bellingham, no England player looks good in front of goal the whole World Cup. I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't think overall England have looked good throughout the World Cup. So I probably wouldn't argue with that, because I don't think across the board, I just don't think you've been good. I think you've scraped through, and I think you've been lucky in a number of scenarios. Right. Let me see. Let me go back down. I wanted to go back up a bit because I knew there was a lot of comments coming in, but let me go forward again. Okay. Mohammed. Hello to Mohammed. Hello, hello. He says hello to everybody. He doesn't want to miss anyone. So hello to Mohammed. Budgie is saying Saka, Rogers, James on. Is Reece James not injured? I thought James was injured. Maybe I'm wrong though. I'm not 100%. I might be wrong. Let me see. That's poor. That's really, 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 really poor. And when you think they had a prior relationship, they worked together before. That's poor. Bonkers says, in this match, Bellingham has been the only one who's had anything about him. I would agree. I would agree with that. Yes, good point from Guess. If you would like to have a chat any old time, do get involved on the Discord. That is the link. I've pinned the link, so I have. So if anybody would like to get involved on the Discord, that is it. Do you know what I should do? What is the point in me? I make all these socials and then I don't I just forget. I don't share them. Where is the Instagram? Let me put the Instagram in. I keep forgetting. I actually need to do a short for today. I forgot. I did 2 yesterday though. I've been doing well. I'm trying to keep up with it. All of this social media malarkey. They're coming back out here, by the way, guys. I'm looking to see if there has been any halftime changes. No changes, says Bonkers. There we are. Buddy says, Guehi and Consa shocking. They've done nothing. Who is taking control? Right, that is the Instagram. So Guess has put in the Discord. I have put in the Instagram. So if you would like to join on either of those forums, please do. If you wouldn't, that's okay. Some people prefer just the YouTube. Absolutely fine either way. But yeah, sorry, Bellingham's arguing with the referee before the half has started. To be fair, I don't think he's arguing. I think he's asking him for an explanation. It looks like he's asking him for like clarification rather than you should have done this. He looks a little bemused by the answer he's received, but he does, to be fair, look more like he was asking than arguing. And I don't want to misrepresent him. But let me get on to the timer, guys, because we're going to need that. The thing is, it should, but it's not. And that's your problem. And the reason it's not is that their defenders and their goalkeepers have been incredible and they are part of the team. So the reason it's not 4-2, the reason you haven't scored more is because members of their team, i.e. their goalkeeper and defence, have prevented those goals. So you should, but you shouldn't, you know? I understand what you mean. You have had so many really good chances and their keeper has absolutely kept them in at points. But the keeper and the defence are a part of their team. If your keeper and defence were better, you wouldn't be 1-0 down. Do you know, in the same token, if your keeper and your defence were playing at the level of their keeper and their defence, it wouldn't be 1-0 to them. Lads, I swear to God, the match is kicked back off and RTE's dropped. I'm not joking. I'm after being able to hear what they were saying in the studio for the half time. Now it's not half time anymore. And it's freezing. I'm actually going to lose. I'm going to lose the absolute plot because this has been such a good match. I can't afford to miss any of it. Right, I'm going to have to change my timer now. Because it's froze, I'm actually a bit behind where it says I am. Okay. I do apologise, guys, for the technical difficulties. If I could stick my foot through the screen and reach RTE, I would. But I can't. So I have to impatiently wait for them to get their shit together. But yes, Damien has confirmed the kickoff of the second half. Gremlins. I wish it was Gremlins, but it's, to be fair, it's not actually, on this occasion, it's not actually my end, because absolutely everything else, my whole system is all working perfectly. The only thing that there's a problem on is RTE. I've seen the link guess, but it'll be a little bit behind. So if I can avoid it, I want to. If not, I have one. I don't want to have to use it unless I have to. So I'm hoping RTE, we're just having a moment at the start of the second half, and it's going to be fine. I'm going to send them. Do you know what I'm going to send them? A finger in an email. I'm going to combine your suggestions. Round of applause for Josh. He's had tea and not spilled it. Just got to leave that on the screen for a moment. Madawaki is limping. He might have to come off. Yes, he is. He's got an injury. He's limping. So you may be forced to swap him whether Tuchel wants to or not. Right, Nico O'Reilly. Rashford. Lads, I actually can't with this. Right. I've had enough. RTE are an absolute embarrassment. They're an absolute embarrassment. I'm going to have to watch it, guys, not on RTE, which means I am going to be a bit behind where I was. I do apologise. I know that's a pain for you guys when I'm behind you, especially when it's the World Cup. But unfortunately, there's just absolutely nothing I can do. What I can see right now is a black screen. So just try not to put it in the chat before I've said it. I'll do my best, but... Right, I have a corner here for England. I have a corner for England that's come to nothing. I'm so frustrated. I have a corner here for England, but nothing's come of it. Headed away. Headed away by Masuaku. Declan Rice is off to take another one. I am rooting for DR Congo, Josh. I'm against most of the chat. I think probably the majority of the chat are going for England. And then there's me and Guess. I don't know who Shem is going for, actually. I don't think Shem has nailed his colours to a mast. We're a little mixed. The referee is having absolutely none of it. Like, Kane initiated that. Kane pushed him on the ground. Kane pushed the defender on the ground with both hands. They weren't even tussling. It was actually all Kane. I thought they were going to be tussling. It was entirely Kane. Right, the corners come in. Not a great one. Not a great corner at all. Shem is still supporting Turkey. I don't know what to tell you this. Turkey aren't playing today, Shem. there's a coming together there. Congo are attacking. It's with Pickford. There was a coming together. Both Jed Spence and the Congo player are on the ground. The referee's having none of either of them. Rashford has hit the side netting. Wissa. It was Wissa. I didn't realise it was Wissa. Wissa does... Look, they come together. Wissa and Jed Spence come together. Wissa's foot is on top of Jed Spence's, but they both kind of go to the ground. So the referee was probably right not to stop it. Bunker said Rashford was stupid for shooting from there. I don't think he was stupid for shooting from there if he thought he couldn't make it. We've seen goals from that angle go in this tournament. I just think he didn't take the shot very well from that angle. It was a tight angle, but we have seen shots. I mean, it's not that tight. It's not as tight as it looked. I just think it was a bad shot. Unfortunately. Rashford's not having a good game. Jesus. Both teams are below 1 XG. Considering how high tempo and fierce the game has been, both teams have below 1 XG. What a save. What a save from the Congolese keeper. And then what defence right after it. We're going to get a replay. So Bellingham gets the shot off. Great shot. Incredible save. And then, do you know what? A double save. I thought it was saved and then the defender, it wasn't. It was a double save. Now, the defender was coming in to help out. Brilliant double save. This man needs a bonus. If DR Congo get through this match, Mpassi, he needs a bonus, lads. Damien says, again with the great save. Huge. Crazy that Tuchel hasn't made a change. I don't understand it. Rashford's now down clutching his shin. He's not had a good game. Madueke was limping a minute ago. And some of ye think he's been brutal. Jed Spence is still on the pitch. Rice is still on the pitch. I don't know if Anderson's still on the pitch because I haven't bloody well seen him, but I imagine he is since he hasn't been subbed. You could literally sub your entire starting 11. Maybe with the exception of Bellingham. And at 54 minutes in, your manager hasn't made one. I don't have words. I do not have words. Why are you waiting till 60 minutes? Why are you waiting for a predetermined time? Your team is losing in a knockout. Do something. Fair. Oh dear. Fair. And you know what? He's not been particularly good throughout the tournament, you know. He's been quite underwhelming. The last game he was a little better in, but the one before that he was dreadful. Paige says Tommy T is bang average. And Damien, the goalkeeper, is saying, not today on my watch. Even if Congo actually don't win this match now, their keeper has been sensational. Absolutely sensational. Shem says, Anderson can't run because he's scared to leave his bulging wallet in the changing room. And All Boxed Up says, maybe we're waiting for the fourth quarter. to do subs. Honestly, mortifying. Mortifying. Yeah. As Damien says, somebody needs to let Tuchel know we're not in a group anymore. This isn't the group stages. This is a knockout. Like that first goal went in 7th minute. The Chipenga goal, 7th minute. And what a goal. Hughes would please like to see Spence off. And Moonshine would like to not see what's his face that's in charge. England have had a lot more possession. England have had a lot more possession at the start of this half. I would like to see Congo go for it a little more, because if they spend the next 40 minutes sitting in defending, they will concede. They will concede. If they want to stay in, they do need to actually play. I liked it when they were going for the second. I thought that was good. I thought it was important. And I actually thought it took pressure off them because they were moving forward. Madueke has sent the ball in to the middle of the box. The middle. But Tuanzebe's there. Rashford. That was quite poor. He needs to come off now. He's having a poor match. Thing is, he was quite good. In the previous matches he's played this tournament for England, Rashford's been quite good. Not amazing, but decent. This match, he's been brutal. Bonker says get Rashford off. So Hughes would like Spence off. Bonkers would like Rashford off. I think Kane should be off. And Rice. Oh my God, it's Anderson. He nearly tripped over the ball. Lads, that's the first time I've seen Anderson in this half, and he nearly tripped over the ball. Do you know what, though? I needed this match. This match was important because I was genuinely talking myself around to Rashford again. How silly of me. Because Barcelona annoyed me a lot, I forgot how much Rashford annoyed me. And now I'm seeing this match, I'm being reminded of how much Rashford annoys me. And we do just need to sell him. We really just need to sell him. Whistle's down. I didn't really see what happened, but he's down. Kane's running. Kane has just hit it off Tunzebi's head and then complained about it. I mean, Anderson did catch. Siddiqui was the player down. Anderson did stand on his foot. So it wasn't simulation, put it that way. He did stand on his foot. That was Anderson's contribution. There's Siddiqui there. He's won the ball back for DR Congo. It's with the goal scorer who was trying to pass it to Elliot Anderson, who was passed it back to him. But he sent it. Oh, that was a poor ball in. That was a poor ball in. But that was quite funny. Siddiqui, great run. Out with Chipenga, who passes it to Anderson, who passes it back to him. He did a 1-2 with Anderson. Oh, there was too much on that. It's got out of play. That was mental. Anderson's not having a good match, lads. He's not. None of them are. Maybe that's what Tuchel's delaying for. Maybe he doesn't know who to take off because there's so many of them. Oh my God. His solution is to take off Rashford and put on Anthony Gordon. Never fear, guys. Never fear. It's okay, England fans. England fans, don't panic. Don't panic. Gordon's here. And he's going to help. Saka is also on the pitch, guys. Saka was woeful in his last match. But I'm sorry. He's taken Madueke and Rashford off, okay? Neither of whom have had a particularly stellar match, right? But then he has put on Anthony Gordon and Saka. Saka might be a good player, I don't know, right? But he hasn't been very good so far in this tournament. And Gordon's Gordon. Honestly, guys, I've all of the options that England have on their bench, the talent in the England squad, the moves he could have done, the change arounds he could have done. And what he decides is, I'm going to leave on Anderson, who's not in the match. I'm going to leave on Rice, who's been poor. I'm going to leave on Nico O'Reilly, also poor. Spence can stay as well. I'm going to take off Rashi and Madueke, who have not been great. And the answer to England's prayers against DR Congo is Anthony Gordon and a very poor Saka. Now, Anthony Gordon might score the winner for England and I'll look like a right fool. But at this moment in time, DR Congo are on the attack. There's going to be a corner for DR Congo. Star-Lord is here. Star-Lord's in the chat. Sorry, guys. Right. Let me just count. What I didn't expect was Anthony Gordon. I didn't. I mean, there's no point in being mad at you. You're not the manager. It's not your fault. Corner. It was a good corner. Who was that just couldn't get their foot to it? Mbembo, was it? Mbembo. So the defender couldn't quite get his leg around it. Thank you. Thank you very much. What I do is I say whatever comes into my head and I don't think about it. Right, and Buku is going off, the number 7. He's not been sensational, I'll be honest. He's been okay. He's not been great. Ilya is coming on. Ilya is coming on. I hope his name isn't Elia, but anyway, maybe. I can't tell. Number 13 has come on for number 7, lads. I'm so sorry. Some of these names are probably like really nice names and I'm just entirely mispronouncing them. But yeah, I just... I say what I think. Do you know what I loved growing up? Catchphrase. Catchphrase was an excellent show growing up. What was the name of the guy that hosted Catchphrase? Say what you see. I've been training for this all of my life. Say what you see. Oh dear. Exactly. I've been training for this my whole life. And I don't mean your man, Stephen. I mean the guy who did it years ago. Wissa has... Right, England have won a foul there. I don't really know what happened. I have to be honest. Wissa sent it forward. Number 13, the substitute, was in a tussle with Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly won the foul, so England have the ball. Yes, it's all paying off now. It's all paying off now. Star-Lord, I can't read that out. Star-Lord, that's really funny. I can't read it out though. Roy Walker. Yes, Roy Walker, that's him. Roy Walker trained me for YouTube before YouTube existed. Say what you see. Welcome to Luke, who's having as much of a giggle as I am. But Star-Lord's comment is elite, guys. I can't read it out. I'll be cancelled. but do give it a read in the chat. It's a good one. Jed Spence has kicked it right into the middle of the box for England on the attack, and the only people there were DR Congo defenders. Let me see what's happening here. Right, Consa should be on a yellow here. Consa was away. Wissa was away on the attack. Consa grabs a shirtful and pulls him back, stops the attack. That should be a yellow. Consa should be on a yellow. Hugh just saying, think of the players that have been left out with this squad. Maguire, Trent, Hall, Shaw, Palmer, Wharton, Foden, Garner, Welbeck, Jimmy Garner. I'm telling you guys, watch Everton. Watch Everton this upcoming season. Jimmy Garner, he is a very, very good midfielder. Very good. Okay, I need to go back to the top. I'm trying to go back through the chat, but I'm missing stuff. Hassan is going to rest for the Bosnia match. Not to worry. Thank you for joining us for so long. We are at the hydration break, people. So thank you for joining us this long, Hassan. Rest well and enjoy Bosnia. And his prediction is that England lose on penalties. Huge says, how many chances do you need to produce a good cross? Shocking. The problem is, crosses have come in. Balls have come in. There's nobody there, right? I've seen, in the second half, I've seen at least 4 balls come in. And there's nobody there. Now, I'm not saying there hasn't been bad crosses. I'm not saying there hasn't been dreadful corners. I'm not saying the ball's getting in every time. It's not. But also, when it does get in, there's nobody there. The only people in the box are the DR Congo defenders. So when you eventually do get a good cross, nobody's in it. Bellingham tried. Bellingham's got the 2 headers. Other than that, if Bellingham doesn't get it, where is your striker? When these balls are coming in, these forward balls, these some corners, the crosses that do make it into the box, where is your striker? Because he's not in the box. I can tell you that much. Yeah, the positioning is not it. You are right, Damien. So they're shocking balls. Yeah, Bellingham has been the only player for England that has had anything about him today. And it hasn't been much. It's just everyone else is really bad. So he stands out as being not shit. Surely there has to be substitutes. Look at the substitutes. Like, the subs are probably like, why am I not on the pitch? How shit do they have to be for me to get on the pitch? Dreadful. Dreadful. Right, let me see. No, I'm up to date. I'm up to date with the chat. I was worried there because I knew I do try and keep up with your chats, guys. The problem is when the match is quite lively, I look away for a second and I miss something. So I'm trying not to ignore you without missing something in the match. Should have been the first substitute he made. It should have been. Jed Spence is off, guys. Jed Spence is off. I can't see who's coming on. Who is coming on? What? Was that Eze? Did Eze just come on for Jed Spence? Eze? I thought I was seeing things. Sorry. I genuinely thought I was seeing things. Eze has come on for Spence, which means Declan Rice, who was poor in his own position, is now going to play out of position at right back. And he would rather do that than just put Manu on the pitch. Right. He's obviously done something to Manu. Like, Manu's done something to him. They've had a fallout. There's no way Manu shouldn't have a single minute. I don't even rate Manu that highly. I think he's a squad player at United. But based on the performances we're seeing, he's better than that. Like, there's a lot of people that love Kobbie Manu. I'd have sold him. I think his attitude is stinky. I don't like his brother's behaviour. I think he's a bit egotistical. And I think he's quite overrated by the United fan base. I'm not Manu's number one fan. However, he's better than what we've been seeing on the pitch. He's definitely better than that performance by Rice. I can't understand how you'd rather play people out of position than give him some minutes. I don't know, Josh. He might have in this. I actually think in this game probably would have been the one he would make the difference in, because both of the alternatives, Anderson hasn't been good. He's not even been in the game, really. And Rice hasn't been good. It is a corner to England, by the way, guys. Konza got the header, but he didn't direct it, really. That's going to be a free kick. Sapenga on Eze, free kick to England. Yeah, Hugh just saying, I don't love Manu, but you have to give him a chance after seeing this. That's exactly where I land. I'm not a mad Manu fan, but after this, he definitely deserved to get a few minutes. 100%. Starlord is saying, Tuchel has ruined this World Cup. Now, and that's what I'm talking about, right? Rice put in what was a reasonable free kick. He put it in to more or less the penalty spot. And there was nobody. And Harry Kane's complaining. Of course Harry Kane's complaining, because what the hell else would Harry Kane be doing other than bloody well complaining? There's going to be substitutes. Oh, he's counting. The referee's counting for the throw-in. But the reason the guy wasn't taking the throw-in is because DR Congo had substitutes ready. The substitutes are there with the board, man. DR Congo wanted to make the substitutes. And the referee starts counting down for the throw-in. The dude was waiting for the substitutes. That was a little bit mean. But okay, there's. What can I do? What can I do? Sorry, I am going to try and read Starlord's comment in a moment. It's just every time I look away, something happens. Every single goddamn time. You've got to be kidding me. RTE have done it again. I've missed the goal. England have scored. I've missed the goal because RTE are a shower of bastards. England have equalised, guys. I do apologise. I missed that. I missed it completely because RTE crashed at exactly the moment that England scored. So bear with me while I watch the replay. Literally, the RTE player is a black screen. I had to go to my backup, and that's when the goal happened. Right. Declan Rice put the ball in. Was that Anthony Gordon? And Kane headed it. The keeper got the hand to it and couldn't save it. Good header. It was a good header, and it was a Gordon cross. Harry Kane, who hasn't been in the game, who has been shite, gets the header. And Gordon, who I thought was a dreadful substitute, was the guy with the cross. So there you go. Jez Spence threw his face mask that holds his broken jaw on the ground in celebration. But you know what? And fair play. Hold on, I update the score. Hold on, I update the score. What I will just say, Chapanga's going off. So 2 subs for DR Congo. 2 subs for DR Congo. One of them is their striker. I do feel for the DR Congo keeper. He's been sensational. And I stand by everything I've said about Harry Kane up till this point. He's been brutal. Star-Lord says he still needs to go to football prison. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I can't believe I missed it. I'm actually raging. Me asking you not to give spoilers. Meanwhile, the RTE player has crashed, I would say, at least 15 times, to the point where I've had to go to a backup. And in the time frame I went from the RTE player to the backup, it's died. Paige is saying one more, Harry lad. Congo are going to crumble. I don't know if they will, you know. I think they're perfectly capable of scoring another one. Oh. Stu says, I never doubted Harry. Yeah, never a bit. Damien is clapping along. Yeah, I think this is going to end up being your problem. You've been dross for most of this match. Your players have been terrible. It's taken you 70 odd minutes to equalise with DR Congo. And you've been dug out by a good goal. A good goal that you earned. It wasn't lucky. But I do think the concern is if you do now go through, you're papering over the cracks. Good ball in from Saka. Good defending by Wan-Bissaka. Yay. I missed some of these reactions, so I did. I missed some of the reactions because I was effing and blinding about the RTE player. Right, let me come to the front again. Probably. Now, DR Congo are going forward. The thing is, the problem with DR Congo was they were playing well. They were going toe-to-toe with England. They were playing well. They were actually edging as the better team. And then they sat back on their lead and defended. And what did I say? If they come out and just sit on their lead and defend, they will eventually concede. The problem is they stopped going for it. And they stopped doing what was working. They stopped doing what was working. That's where they went wrong. All Boxed Up says, if England go through, I dread to think what Mexico will do to them. Have Mexico been that good? I've only watched their opening game and I wasn't blown away. England are going forward here. Mbemba wins it back. Star-Lord says, if Tuchel has anything to do with it, we will still lose this game. Yes. The next game for the winner of this team is an early morning one. I don't know if it's midnight or 2 a.m, but it's a later one, yes. There's Anderson. And see now. Now what you've got is England have their tails up and DR Congo can't get out. Hugh just saying Rice is doing much better than Spence was at right back. Rice is doing much better than Rice was. Harold says, because of the difference in quality, I don't think DR Congo are good enough. I said England would score 2 after the second hydration break. Saka's put a ball in, defended, kicked away, launched forward, really. Is this... No, and then headed back to Pickford by Konsa. Congo did it to themselves. They tried to set on a 1-goal lead for 90 minutes. If they had continued to play, which is what they did initially after the goal, I think they could have actually held out. But they sat in. It's entirely their own fault. They're trying to go forward now, but if they'd done that when they were 1-0 up, they would have had a better chance. Rice was running forward and then remembered he's supposed to be at right back. He just stopped and turned around. Saka did well there. Saka did really well there. Yes, Harold, you did exactly the same. It is exactly what you did. And I called it out at the time. DR Congo have done exactly what Norway did. It is not a good strategy. It's not. They needed to get the second and they stopped trying. And yeah, all boxed up. Japan did the same after their first half versus Brazil. You can't do it. Because the other team does eventually. Harry. No, it's been lost. Tuanzebe's won it back. Congo have tried to send it forward. It's only got as far as Anderson. Who was that heading it? Oh, it was Gordon. Anthony Gordon headed it up in the air and then it was caught by the keeper. Yes, Sherry. Congo should have gone for 2-0 and then sat. But they needed to get the second one. And like that, we've seen it. Norway, Japan, we've seen multiple examples where sitting on a 1-goal lead isn't the answer. Congo are going forward here. Do you know what it is now? Congo keep trying to go down the left because they were getting past Spence. Except for now they're against Rice, who was better at right back than he was in the midfield today. Damien says, I'm going to laugh if Congo score from a counter. To be honest, at this moment in time, both teams look as likely as each other to score, don't they? Bellingham, he's big save. Big save. Anthony Gordon has picked up on the rebound, sent it to Kane. 2. Harry Kane has scored again. 2-1 to England. 2-1 to England. Goal, Harry Kane. And I have to say, I genuinely laughed when Anthony Gordon come on the pitch. Anthony Gordon was the one who went and got that ball. So after the initial save, Anthony Gordon went and collected the ball, and it was him that sent it through to Harry Kane. It was well done by Anthony Gordon, and it was very well done by Harry Kane. That was a very good goal. Very good goal. You did, Huge. You did say the wingers were shocking. To be fair, that wasn't a cross. He picked it up from the rebound. But you did say that. Guess if I was you, I'd go for your shower. I don't think DR Congo come back now. No, it was. It was a great goal. I have to say, it was a great goal by both players involved. Rob has the vibe stickers in the chat. But there you go. There you go. He hasn't dived this half, has he? And look what happens when he stops diving. I should have said no, nobody would have told him. My commentators, because obviously I've switched off RTE, my commentators have told me that credit where credit's due for Thomas Tuchel. Oh dear. I don't know. Do you know what, though? You have to give credit to England because they were dreadful. But they've hung in, they've stuck in, they've, turned it around. They've got the goal. And DR Congo tried to set on a 1-goal lead. Two substitutes, by the way, for DR Congo. Two substitutes. Yeah, Gordon has been good since he come on. Wissa, by the way, is one of the players who went off. And do remember, Wissa hit the post earlier. So 2 more subs for DR Congo. You calm your way self down. Not even close. Not even, yeah, Tommy Tuchel. That's what they've called him. Tommy Tuchel, credit where it's due. This made me laugh. But yeah, I think this is it now. I think England do. I don't think DR Congo manage a last minute winner. I do think that England do. They hold on and win now. Harry Kane's feeling confident and has absolutely skied it from a mile away. I can't get over the difference in Declan Rice at right back versus in the midfield. He's been drastically better at right back than in the midfield. I don't get it. I don't get anything that's happened in this match. Declan Rice has been drastically better at right back than midfield. Huge says, I do think Gordon Saka combo is the most balanced wingers England can play together. When I saw Saka, it was when he came on as a substitute in one of the other matches and he was really bad. What I will say is he's been good today. He has been good since he come on today. Huge says he hasn't noticed Eze at all I have to say, either have I. Rice is now being substituted off for John Stones. Rice was shit all game, right? And he wouldn't sub him off. He's then been great at right back, and now he subs him. I don't understand. I think it was an accident that he's had some good substitutions. I think it was a complete accident. 6 minutes added time, by the way, folks. 6 minutes added time. I'm baffled. Tommy Tuchel has baffled me entirely. I do feel like he's accidentally won the match. Stu says freak hobby. It was a brilliant shot from Harry Kane. I'm watching the replay here. It really was. I have to give it to him. It was a brilliant shot. But it came because he stopped rolling round the ground and crying at the referee. He had time to shoot. DR Congo get the ball in, but not in enough. Defended by England. I actually can't believe you guys are going to win this match. On the balance, it probably is deserved in terms of you've had definitely the majority of the possession. You have had the lion's share of shots. Their keeper was the only reason they were still in the match. Their keeper, along with their with Twanzebe, to be fair, with their defenders, were the only reason they were still in the match. And they did try and sit on a 1-goal lead. So on the balance of everything, I've just given you credit for not rolling around the ground, and he's back on the ground. I've just said he's not been rolling around the ground. Next thing, he hits the deck. Oh, it's the replay of his goal again. England probably deserve to win. I'm not very happy about it, but you probably do deserve to win. Huge is saying, don't worry, England will lose to Mexico at the Azteca. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Elliot Anderson, who has not been in the game, is now guarding the ball at the corner flag. He sent it out for a throw to DR Congo. They won't have time, though. I don't think they have time. Star-Lord. I think Huge will be a fan of this one. Our wingers need to learn how to cross the ball at the minute. They couldn't deliver a pizza to their own address. I think Huge will go along with that. Good ball forward by Mbemba. Well defended by, I think, Konsa. Maybe it was Guehi, I'm not sure. One of the centre-backs. They keep swapping. Just really poor. Really poor. Yeah, Huge agrees with Star-Lord. You'll all be shocked to know. Star-Lord, you do have a way with words. Damien says, good for England going through, and well done to DR Congo as well. Free kick DR Congo. I thought Wissa was subbed off. Did Wissa not get subbed off? Never mind. Free kick to DR Congo, won by Wissa. Conceded by Bellingham for a big old shove in the back. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I see the other one. I see the other one. Fair. Yeah, not allowed. Can they do anything with this? I don't think they do. I think if they needed to keep going with their momentum in the first half and they let it go, I don't think they score this. But let's see. Wissa, you hit the post earlier. Oh, there's a problem with the wall. Oh, the Congolese players were getting too close to the England wall. Over the bar. Over the bar by Wissa. Are we going to take the goal kick or are we going to blow up? We are over the 6 minutes. We're nearly at 7 minutes. There we are. There we are. Time's up. 2-1. 2-1 to England. Congratulations to the England fans. Well done. You are through to the round of 16. Big up to you guys. Well done in the end to Harry Kane, who scored the 2 goals. Well done to Anthony Gordon, who came on and made a difference, along with Saka. And well done to Tommy Tuchel for getting his substitutions right in the end. Commiserations to DR Congo. I think if they'd have kept it up, they could have done something. But England are through to play Mexico at the Azteca. That's right, isn't it? Mexico at the Azteca. So, the best of luck. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate the company, guys. I really, really appreciate the company. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I thought it was a really good game. I thought the DR Congo keeper was sensational. I thought Twanzebe was good. I thought Wan-Bissaka was good. He struggled more against Anthony Gordon, though. But well done. All of the England players are up shaking hands with the DR Congo keeper. That's respect. Right, guys. Go off. Enjoy your evenings. Have a wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Hopefully, I will see you there. Shout out to NS Sports, who has been here, but got stuck into the chat just now. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 o'clock, okay? Have a good one.